Welcome back, everybody, to yet another Gregtech New Horizons live stream. Hopefully, you're all having a great day today so far. As you can tell, we are going to be trying to do some more automation for our A2 system. So hopefully that ain't too bad. I did a little bit more since the last stream, so I'll kind of show you guys that as soon as we get in here. Just sharing the link over to the Discord real quick, and we are going to be good to go. Nice, that one's there, and then also streams over on Gregtech Discord. Boom. That's back and open. Engels, Carlos, and Darius. Hello, how you guys all doing today? Alright, start recording as well. Into the game, Gregtech New Horizons. There it is. So, I did add a couple more recipes. Just opening up the chat here. Sorry about that. View channel. Alright, there it is. So, I did add in a few more recipes. If we take a look here, I think when I last ended off on the stream, I just had it set up to make these three items. The blank pattern, the drive, and the me chest. And now you can see I have crafting for computer monitor covers, me interfaces, memory cards, super tanks, hermetic casings, and yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. So we're just kind of adding in some of the more commonly used items, as well as eventually I would like to add in some more automation with the machines themselves. So hopefully we can get our first P2P channel running and connect it up to the machines here. So what I am kind of planning is to use up our 32 channels. We got 4, 8, 12, and then probably a couple more inside here for all of our circuits. And then I don't know after that if I want to add anything more with these guys. Maybe with some of the multi-blocks I plan on putting down here, or maybe I'll just keep those ones manually inputting items and stuff like that. And then also I could have some more single block machines on a couple wires and stuff back here. Which we do have our first... No, this isn't our first machine. This is the EV assembler that I have on the EV line. And I did also finish making the rotor for the second turbine. Which I don't remember if this was fully built in the last stream, but it's all finished up now. We have all of our stainless steel turbine casings, have the turbine in there. I went in the nether, did a lot of mining. I think it's Ardite that we had to get, which is kind of annoying. We only got like a stack of it, but then it basically doubles once you macerate it and everything like that. So we got a good amount of that stuff out of it. Concrete and whoever else that was that just jumped into the stream, welcome in. So yeah. And we also adjusted our redstone here so that way, you know, it turns on both the pumps. Eventually, once I have enough resources, I want to add in 2 more up top, but we'll keep it for there right now. What's going on, Carlos? How are you doing today? When's the nuclear reactor? You know, honestly, I'm not even sure. I would like to get into that relatively soon. So yeah, I'd probably have maybe at what, most 4 LGTs to power up the HV area. Because I actually did disconnect these. See, that's not good. It ran out of power. So I'm still struggling with that, and I don't know why. Because I have some more superconductors that actually powered these guys up with that actually goes all the way back this way. Toes, what's going on, programmer? How are you? So yeah, the superconductor cable goes down and then back over to those. And obviously it's all still connected to these lines. But we produce 8 amps of HV, which should be plenty enough to run this, which only operates when both of these are on at 1 amp of HV. So I don't really understand that, because even if I ran all of these, well, that's 1 amp. I could run basically 7 more of these. Unless it's because we also only have 5 Lapotron crystals, we can only output 5 HV amps. So I'm not really sure, yeah, why that shuts down when it does. Actually, let's look at our map once. Are we still in claimed chunks? Yeah, we should still be in everything. Okay. Kind of weird. Are we in claimed chunks here? We are not actually. Oh, you know what? That's why. Because we leave this area. Yeah, that's why. Okay. How many batteries and how many amps does the cable support? So, this supports 4 amps going into the transformer because we... Actually... I just realized that's not good because this can output 5 amps. We should upgrade this cable. Pretty good. How about you? I'm doing pretty good too. Thank you very much for asking. Have a pretty decent day going on so far. Also, I was worried. These only support 4 amps, which the dynamo hatches only output 4 amps. But it still produces more than 4 amps of energy. Like, 4 amps of HV is 2,048 EU per tick. But we produce 2,500, so I haven't had any problems. I don't understand how that really works. Yeah, the dynamo is okay, but yeah, we gotta switch these up. That's not good. So let's take one of those out just in case, because I do not... If we start to draw more than 4 amps, I think bad things are gonna happen. But yeah, alright, so we got these all in now. So if we go down this way... This is no longer in. We want... Yeah, let's... There we go. Oh, get that one disconnected. So there we go. These are all good. Don't have to worry. This one's attached. Yep, this is all good. And then also, these will be all fine pretty much then too. Yes. Awesome. Yeah, there's one thing I have to be careful with as I continue to grow my base is to actually have it all connected to everything. Let's actually charge up all of our armor and stuff too. Hold on a second. There it is. Can produce up to 2,808, but the dynamo... Oh, so it could produce that much, but yeah, it still only extracts 2,048 amps. EV is okay. Gotcha. So that's why this cable's fine. Yeah. Also, funny enough, at work, yeah, I posted in the Discord. All of a sudden, we're working there, and then it's like, phew, all the hums of like the motors and everything just like faded away, almost like. Well, not instantly, but within a couple seconds, like, it got very, very quiet and very, very dark. I don't know, they had a transformer, basically something kind of like this. I mean, same name, transformer. I guess one of them burnt up or something like that, so yeah, power to the entire mill got shut down, so that was nice. Had to wait a couple hours for that to get fixed before we can finish up our job and then obviously leave. Alright, today I made the mining rig, and I have 6 ender tanks for nitrobenzene, and drilling lube for them. Holy crap, that's insane. You're gonna get all of the resources now. That's awesome. I'm happy for you, Darius. I can't say that we are that lucky. Although when I did go mining in the nether, I got all that ardite. I also did grab a bunch of... Hold on, where's my... I don't have any of my armor on. Hold on a second. I got a lot of electroline, so I was looking into blue bolts, and they're literally only good for making EV circuits, like the gross way. So that kind of sucks. Although, I don't know if electroline is really good for anything else, so yeah. I mined all that, and it's not going to be that useful for that long. Although I can centrifuge it for electrum and redstone pretty soon, I think. So at least there's that, but other than that, there ain't much for use. Okay, we got all this. Yes, take that. Thank you. You need to fix this Mii controller. It's making my eyes bleed. I know that it's bad. I know that it's wasting a lot of channels. It's not going to be permanent. We are going to change it up once we get some more blocks, so don't you worry. It may be bad for now, but don't worry. It'll be good. What else have I been doing? Blue alloy bolts. I made a lot of circuits, I'll tell you that. I don't know if they're still in here or not. So we got 38 MV circuits there, 28 more HV circuits. I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, we're still trying to make some more EV ones to make a couple more machines. I want to get the EV engraver. That'll be nice, because then we can make... I forgot what it was that we could make, actually. Oh, the upgraded storage for the Mii system. We'll be able to make those once we get the EV engraver. It is not forming multi-blocks. It is not wasting channels. It is generating loops and consuming processors. Because it's acting like 4 separate networks, basically, that are just all connected to each other. Would I be better off if I had a 4x1 pillar rather than the 2x2 cube? Yeah, there is no Mii controller in a 2x2. It would be better, okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna leave it there for now. I'm gonna, well, maybe not. Maybe I'll just cut it down to 1 block, because honestly, we're not gonna use 32 times 6. Yeah, we're not using 180 channels yet, so. And then I'll try and upgrade those as soon as possible. So there's 6 more EV circuits. Blue alloy. Could have sworn I made some. Oh, it's all over here. Yeah, I got a lot of electroline. So yeah, there's some in the chest here. There's that. See, there's 23 more Ardite, although I did have another stack already. There's all this. Oh yeah, all this solid ender. I'm going to macerate this up. I have another couple stacks, I think, so that way we can make some more vibrant alloy. So that's some pretty good stuff that we want. Here's a bit more of the electroline. This isn't even all of it. I don't even know where the rest of it is, to be honest. Hey, Doma. Ooh, I haven't been in your streams for a while. How's it going? Pretty good. How are you doing? There's more Ardite. Oh yeah, there's this whole chest here that has to be washed yet. Let's go dump this off. Yeah, we're just relaxing today, getting a little bit further into the old Gregtech New Horizons. Let's get that guy out of there. It's been in there for a while. Block of compressed charcoal. It's not what I want. Oh, there's only 3 blocks to that. Screw it. Another live. What are you doing today? What's going on, Klaus? Today I want to try and do some more automation with my AE2 system. So I would like to make my first P2P bus. And then that's just connected up to all my HV machines over in the basement there. Yeah, that's pretty much my goal for now. Okay, really? Why do I not have any electroline? Can you tell us about the energy shortage in your IRL job? Oh yeah, I was just talking about that earlier. So, I guess supposedly, a transformer in the boiler house, or somewhere, transformer burnt up, and I don't know if that automatically, like, trips, like, an emergency shutdown procedure, or if somebody else just, like, did an emergency shutdown. Which was kind of crazy because we were all forced to go outside just as a protocol because it started to get really, really hot in the building from no air circulating in, and then obviously the machines still being very, very hot. So you're standing outside and you see like the huge smokestack from the boiler house, or this, I don't even know what you want to call it, like the big stack that the steam comes out of. All of a sudden they just release a huge burst of steam so that way, you know, it doesn't blow up from being overpressured. But back to the main part of the story. Yeah, a transformer burnt up, I guess. So that just caused the entire mill to shut down, like all the machines, motors, all no power, nothing, all the lights gone, unless there was like the emergency generator lights, which wasn't too many, and they were all in like kind of random spots. So you had to get around with a flashlight and everything like that. So it was kind of crazy. The first time I think that's ever happened where the power in the mill, the entire mill had gotten shut down for something like that. Obviously, I've been at certain down days, they call them, where they plan to shut down power to the plant, but nothing where it's just all of a sudden, boom, gone. And usually, like these machines, they take probably a solid couple minutes normally to, you know, slow down and make sure that it slows down without breaking anything. But when the power went out, it shut down and like everything stopped moving in a matter of maybe I don't know, 5 to 30 seconds. I really wasn't paying attention. I don't really remember looking at that. I'm just like, oh shit, the lights are out. And you could kind of barely see with the sunlight coming in towards the one machine. But like, yeah, that's not good. I was expecting fully to be there all day and then helping. Usually in like paper mills, when stuff like that happens, they have to hurry up and get it started back up, which that didn't happen. It was multiple hours before it came back. The power came back. So with all the pulp in the lines that run everywhere, and then also like the refiners and all that, usually it gets clogged up, and then you have to like clean it all out. Usually, most places, like, they call us in to go help out with, but thankfully they didn't need it so far. We got our job done when the power came back on, and they haven't asked us for any help, so now I'm kind of out of there. I'm like, well, if they need help now, they could call someone else in, because I already worked my full day. That's nice. How was your day today? Not too bad. Got out early, out of work still, so that wasn't too terrible. Oops, that came out late. Not a problem. 2.8 is out in beta. See, I don't want to play it unless it's in, like, its full release. Okay, this is shut down, I think. No, it's in progress. Do apologize if I rambled on and didn't really make sense with that story, but it's always interesting when that stuff happens. Just happy that there was no, catastrophic failures with anything other than the transformer burning up, which I don't have to worry about replacing, because I'm not an electrician. Alright, so engraver. Oh yeah, I also started making radon. I don't know if you saw that over there. I'll go show you guys. EV engraver. All that good stuff. So we took all of the depleted radon, or whatever it was, electrolyzed it, we got this radon out of it. I made a couple eyes, or whatever it's called. You guys will see in a second. I'll go make my machine real quick. Oops. I just realized I keep running upstairs. I'm so used to crafting everything up here. It's gonna take a little bit getting used to. Oh, here we go. Here's the emitter that we need. Okay. So there's the emitter. That guy. Boom. EV laser engraver. Really? That's not even a quest? I thought that was a quest too. What the heck? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, no. It says incomplete. Oh, whatever. We'll make another one soon enough. It is a quest. Yeah. We'll have to finish it up later. Alright, there's our engraver. Which actually... Hold on a second. Going back to A2. So, engineering processors, we got plenty of those. Diamond chipsets we can make in MV. That's not a problem. And we don't even need a clean room. Laser engraver. 4 diamond plates. With a diamond lens. Alright, so let's go get a diamond lens. And we're gonna go get some more stuff too. Hey, Slicer. And you messed it up. Yeah, as usual. No dopamine for you. Nope, none. No more dopamine. Oh, no way! So now we can have multiple different lenses in a machine, so you don't have to swap them out? That's nice. Me controller basic in Discord. I'll go check it out real quick. Oh, that's the wrong Discord. See Ray Bob's in the voice chat of the actual Gregtech New Horizons Discord. Oh. Okay. So you can do something like that. Actually, that's perfect, because I have 8 blocks, don't I? I have a 2x2x2. Ah, okay. No. What? So what are those for, then? Recipe. Oh, I guess, yeah, the recipes would conflict. Maybe some recipes take more than one lens? Alright, so what do we got? We got everything connected to this. Oh, dang it. Well, actually, okay, that's not that big of a deal. Some take 3, I think. Dang. Pickaxe. That is cool. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, and then eventually I can extend it out to here, so that's not bad at all. Good. A lot of recipes conflict with the wafers. I don't know about A2 things. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. May I have this, please? Almost lose all my stuff. Hey, there we go. Alright, that's all back online. Honestly, hold on, what am I doing? I'm wasting, okay. So this is also something I gotta just keep in mind and learn. Is to save on channels. Actually, can I even? Because, hold on. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No cables touching more than one side of the Mii controller. What do you mean? Oh, actually lines up perfectly in the center too there. Good day, what's going on, British Snorlax? How are you? Oh, diamond. Way it was. You think it was better with one here and one here? Is that because there was too many channels being used up? Is that why? My cells hurt. Why is that? Diamond. Nope, nothing. Actually, oh, hold on. What about processor? Yeah, look at that. Take all those. Too much channels. Okay. Because what? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then also, because each of these count as a channel, don't they? So that kind of, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's do that, I guess. Ooh. Hold on, what if we did a Yeta wrench? Or get rid of this guy. Look at that. Now we're getting somewhere. Haven't slept well in almost a week. Bloody massive headache. Have you had a headache for a week? Decorating my super advanced, frankly, magic storage system with cobblestone and rocks. As long as it looks good, it doesn't matter what you build with. You can make anything look good. Hey Blaze, how's it going? Pretty good. Thank you very much for asking, Tooth Grinder. How are you? Yeah, the crafting processor counts as a channel. Okay. Alright. So we do have a P2P bus, or tunnel. So obviously we use that with these guys. Item processor tier 2. If I use that to make a 16K... Ooh, okay. Wait, hold on. Dang, 16 LV circuits and 4 of those. Oh, I guess. That's expensive. Item processor tier 1. Okay, so that's, you need all those. See, this would be some more stuff to get automated sooner than later. It'd be nice. Oh, that you were talking about me, yeah. Oh, I wanted something like better than what it was. I mean, yeah, it's nothing great. Cobblestone and rocks. I do love watching Food Wars while watching the live stream. Food Wars? Who's having a food war right now? No, just this evening. I need to sleep though. Okay, other than that, I'm doing okay. Not much happens in my life. How about you? Well, I hope that you feel better soon and that you get some good sleep soon. I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good day today so far. I got out of work early. It's a nice fun day to celebrate and all that good stuff. Getting to play Gregtech. That's why I start automating circuits. Yeah. So I do need... This is pretty much done. Oh yeah, you guys... Well, other than the roof. I don't know if you guys have seen much of this since. I did put a floor in here made out of hempcrete. Little elevator. Go downstairs. Okay, I guess we do have some more there. I don't know if I'm really a fan of how short this is down here. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, because there's going to be 3 down there, 3 up here. Actually, that works out perfectly for the same amount of space, but I don't like the 3 tall. I have 3 tall there, so maybe I'll have... I don't know what I'll do yet. But yeah, getting some circuits automated would be very, very nice. Sooner the better. Okay, we got 16 of these bad boys. Item circuit tier 2. Uses. So yeah, there's item processor tier 2 that goes in the middle, and then all that fun stuff. It's gonna be a lot of circuit boards. Hey, what's going on, Trey? How you doing? There cannot be blocks in the middle of the clean room. Really? I can't have blocks in here as another floor? It has to be all completely open? What's the goal for today? Not too much. Just trying to get some more stuff automated with AE2. Doing pretty good. How have you been? Pretty good as well. Thank you very much for asking. Alright. We're gonna need some dense cables. In order to unlock that, we need to make smart cables. MV circuits, molten conductive iron. Okay, I don't remember if I had any more of this in my inventory. Cells. Molten energetic alloy. Mercury. Sure, we could take that upstairs. Molten red alloy. Molten redstone. Molten redstone. A bunch of hydrogen, okay. I exchanged the concrete blocks for the concrete... Wait. I exchanged the concrete block for the clean room block and make the lower part for energy underneath. Okay. Well, I'd assume you can't put like a generator or a turbine in the clean room down there. You just have like the battery buffers and all that other stuff there. I guess I could do that. I could move it one block lower with clean room floor. Or we'll see what we do. Maybe we'll redesign, make it not as tall, but we can make it wider. Maybe. We'll see. Uses HV, which I do have, 75 hydrogen. Should work. I got hydrogen hooked up in the back. Heck yeah. If I look here. Oh yeah, that's right, I put it in Ender IO conduits. Holy crap, it can store 872,000 hydrogen? Or is it just reading off this? Oh no, it is reading off that, okay. I was like, holy crap. Inside our machines, no generator, and other things. Yeah, that's what I assumed. I just want to clarify you were talking about just putting in machines, not a generator. I don't know if there was some weird quirky thing, you feel like you isolated off a part of it. Alright, so some circuits. We're going to need a lot of everything. Take 38 of those. Yep. Okay, to make some microprocessors. Control Shift A. Circuit board, central processing units, fine copper wire. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Yep, there it goes. Added an output for the steam on the EBF. What do you mean? Did I add one? Tantalum. Yeah, because I did have a problem with that. Because I was trying to smelt tungsten or something, which I do have a hot tungsten ingot. little did I realize, in order to cool it down, I actually have to overclock my vacuum freezer or get an EV energy hatch. So there's that. And then also, what was it? Tungsten. Oh yeah, I realized I made a tungsten ingot and it wasn't even what I wanted. I wanted to take the tungsten and I wanted to make tungsten steel. Yeah, I wanted to make this, so I completely messed that up anyways. What's going on, Swit? Welcome to the channel. How are you? Ooh, not good. 379,000. Ooh, yes. Okay, we have to make sure we get some more benzene in here. Where is it all going? It's probably all going... What? How am I burning? What's happening? Really? Oof. See, that guy got shut down due to power loss. Why? Why is it... I haven't even been operating any... Oh, you know what? It was probably because I was operating this. Ugh, come on now. Doing pretty good. What about you? I'm doing pretty good too. Thank you very much for asking. Yeah, we are backed up on that. So we still need to get a lot more power generation. So what are these? Aluminum cables. Aluminium, max amperage 4. Which we could have 16 up there. So let's just get 16 by 16 aluminum cables. Max amperage 8. I guess we could just do 8 buys for now. Okay, we'll cover them all with rubber and then we'll be fine. What tier are you in? So I actually am just basically getting started into EV. So I'll show you that. Or tier 4 EV. So we got a couple quests done here. Should have this one done too, but maybe we'll get this one done. Make some more Lapotron. That's, I think, another reason why I wanted the Vibrant Alloys, is to make some more Lapotron crystals. So we'll toss those in there. Actually, how many of... I want to make 16s. I guess I could make these. Hold on. Give me those back, please. Oof. Where's the depackager? Forming press, alloy smelter, extractor. Maybe I got rid of it. Please, you should ban yourself on Discord. Yes, I should. Actually, I'll just do it today. Let's get it over with. Need output in the block below to get Steam. What do you mean? EV, that's good. Yeah, it's pretty good. We've been here for... Hold on, let's take a look. 450 hours. That's actually crazy. 18... You know what's sad? Or you know what's crazy? In my total playtime of Grand Theft Auto Online, this is just my more recent account. I used to have... Hey, Cass, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I had 2 accounts in Grand Theft Auto Online. And I think the only reason I had to get a new one is I didn't remember my login information, or something when I went from like PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4 happened. It was like very early on, but I still probably had a good amount of hours in the first playthrough I had. Maybe, I don't know, up to 100 or so. I would roughly guess. It's been so long. Also, thank you very much for the likes, by the way. Do you have any experience with Gregtech New Horizons, Cass?
EBF. All right, we'll go back over there, and then I'll ask you again, Carlos, just to like trying to clarify what you're trying to say. But I think the last time I checked, I had like 28 days worth of hours in Grand Theft Auto Online. And then I know I played a good amount after that with Joker, doing some heists and stuff like that. So I could be up to like 30 days on the Grand Theft Auto Online, and we're only at 18 days here. I mean, 36 would be not even 1,000 hours yet, which is kind of crazy. No, but I have heard of it. Okay. So, basically, it's a very technical mod pack that takes roughly 8,000 hours to complete, which the end goal, or the way to complete the pack, I guess, there's no really technical way, but usually most people just say building the Stargate. What's going on, Fox? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, building the Stargate takes roughly 8,000 hours. And we're going to be doing even more than that. We're going to be completing all the quests in each of the tiers of the quest book. So right now we're in Eevee, and yeah, there's all this stuff that we're going to be doing, which is kind of crazy. These are all more like side things. The main progression kind of ends like in here, or even technically after that, but there's like no more pages. So yeah, we're going to be here for a long time. Don't you need 2 Stargates? Probably. Which we're going to be making 2 of them anyways. Yeah, no money eggs have been spawning. Money eggs? No, when you use the EBF with the tungstate trioxide, you need a steam output at the bottom of the EBF to work, or use it for avoiding fluids. When you use the EBF with tungstate trioxide, you need a steam output at the bottom of the EBF. Okay. So maybe that was my problem, because I had an output. I upgraded the output, which is right here. So in order to output steam, you have to have it on the bottom? Automatics? Just make everything by hand. Okay. You know, I would too. I would be one of the people who would do that. You know, I wonder how long it would... Well, I guess there is certain things that you couldn't really make by hand. I mean, if I had stuff like, say, from the mining machines and whatever other machines later on just hooked up to the A2... Well, I guess that's not really handcrafting, because you're crafting in the millions, but whatever you could handcraft, I wonder how long it would take me. Your mom behind you is in the stream. I might check it out. Well, I highly recommend it. Also, if you enjoy our stream enough, or as well as any of the other content, I do play a ton of other games. If you wouldn't mind helping us reach our follower goal over on TikTok, I greatly appreciate it. Oh dang, never knew you had a TikTok account. I just watched your YouTube live stream. I was Doma. Oh really? Okay, yeah, we're streaming on TikTok and YouTube. TikTok's kind of my secondary thing, but I want to keep doing it as much as I can. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. You asked about this and I thought it was batch mode on the Discord. Yeah, I thought it was something to do with batch mode, maybe that it was crafting up too much, which I've never had a problem with that anyways. So I guess that makes a bit more sense that the output hatch has to be down here then, which is a little bit annoying, because you would think hot steam rising, it would have to be on the top, but weird. You have this in the shift description of the EBF. Output. Fluid outputs any bottom layer casing. Oh, okay, so actual fluid outputs. Gas outputs can be on the top. Fluids, okay. Pollution gas output amount scales with the muffler hatch. That makes a bit more sense. I guess I should have read that. Alright, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Americans using socialist app. Yeah. I mean, I will say, I wasn't a huge supporter of it for a long time, and then my girlfriend got me back into it with watching TikTok, so like we'd send them back and forth to each other. But, I don't know. I just use it as another means of hopefully bringing more people to the YouTube channel. I wrote this on Discord. I'm sorry, Darius. I didn't see it there. I don't think after you wrote it, I don't think I.
When did I write it even? No, I probably wrote it in the last couple days. Yeah, I didn't notice it. I apologize. What is going on? A chili, thank you very much, your mom. I'll just say Doma. Thank you very much, I greatly appreciate it. Look at that, just fills up the entire hole there. Yeah, tops for the gases. Whenever you are done with Gregtech, what mod or mod pack would you love to try? So, some other mod packs I would love to try. Well, I'd like to go back and finish up. Here, hold on, let me go to sleep. There's been a lot of thunderstorms lately in my game. I want to finish up RL Craft for the first time ever because I haven't done it. Then I want to do RL Craft 2. These aren't in any specific order, by the way. This is just the ones that I want to beat someday. Terra Firma Craft, I would very much like to do. Maybe Terra Firma Greg, I would try out. I don't know how far I would go into it. But since Terra Firma Craft is its own thing, since I already did Gregtech New Horizons, I mean, Terra Firma Craft, I don't really know if... Getting a phone call. Definitely not answering that. They can leave a message. It's probably work trying to call me back in, and I am not going back in. What about all the mods 10? I would play stuff like that if there was enough interest for it. Like, say, I knew people were going to watch it, and I would be able to... Well, just to be honest, basically make money off of it, because it's not something that I really truly desire to play. But if it would help me grow my channel, or, you know, help support me more financially, then yes, I would play it. Which I don't think it would be too bad. It's just the fact that I played through all the mods 8, so it's not going to be... I think it does have Gregtech in it, but it's not going to be that much different. And the way that all those mods are put together, it's not really the most entertaining thing. It's just like, okay, well, you could play with this mod, or you could play with this one. You don't have to with a lot of them, but... Yeah, and there's not really any true set progression other than getting all the Modium star or whatever. So... But yeah, wow. Had one extra cable there. It's kind of nice. So yeah, both the RL crafts, you know, 1 and 2 basically, then Terra Firma Craft. I feel like maybe there would have been some other ones that I talked about, but I'm not really sure. Okay, now that we do have enough stuff here. Oh, I guess it was an important phone call that I probably should have answered. Something that I called for yesterday, but they called me at... Oh, I guess they called me back at the same time that I called them yesterday, but whatever. All the mods isn't all it's chalked up to be. Think it's good for a group that only knows one mod. Yeah, there isn't any balance in that pack. Yeah, it's nothing I'd be too crazy for. Boring for Gregors, but interesting for new viewers. Right. I usually use all the mods 10 to try new AE2 stuff. Well, that's pretty cool. I never really thought of it that way. I guess, yeah, I forget that AE2 is in other mod packs. Which, that's going to be the thing, too. Any of the mods that are in Gregtech that I go to play anywhere else, it's going to be so much different. Good or bad, whatever, but, yeah, it's going to be a lot different. Alright, so there we go. That's getting all charged up. 50,000. 49. Why are you not turning off? That's not good. Why are you not turning off? 49.
Let's just do 90%. Normal is way past that. Does this have to be inverted? The other one's normal. See, I mess with this and now I don't. EU stored, including batteries. Learning default recipes again after finishing Gregtech. Yeah, right. That's the fun part too. Oh wow, these crafts are so easy. Pretty much, yeah. Like wow, this is the easiest thing ever. Oh, you know what? I might just have to rotate this guy. Hold on, because I broke all of this. I wish you could see a lot easier, like what mode this is in. Where's my toolbox? You turn the LS latch with the screwdriver. Yeah. Let's do that. One more time. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. One more time. Ooh, one more time. Okay, it's still wrong. Okay, that's definitely wrong. Nope, that's still wrong. Okay, let's start over. Hold on. This should be... Well, I guess it's not gonna matter. And it's going to explode. Why would it explode? Shift. That's what I was doing. That's what I did first. I shifted. See? Look at shift. Shift. Click. 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 So you would think 4 times spun around is completely spun around. Typical Gregtech thing. That's off. Some of these new AE2 add-ons for the mods are strange. In some way. Also, you can punch the gates. You don't need a pickaxe, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, just like that. Too bad you couldn't like shift right click. And this is Project Red, not AE2. Oh, yeah. If you're asking, I was just reading chat about AE2 stuff. If I seen one that connects Project E and AE2. From your vision, right low power inverted, right max power. So low power is inverted right now. And this is normal. Left max power. Okay. So do 90%. And then switch it back. And then we'll do like 10%. Inverted. That didn't help. Unless I flip this to be inverted. So that one go to normal. And this one be inverted. Although I think that's going to mess it up that... Maybe if you tell me what behavior you want, I'll be able to help you. So I want it to shut off. I want it to be... Okay, well that's obviously wrong. So I want this side to be powered up. Let's flip it back. So I want this to be powered off, and then this powered on, so that this is powered off. And then when the batteries drain... Wow, I think I have no brain cells. So, okay. When this drains down, I want this to turn on so that this will turn on. And then obviously when this fills up, like it is right now, I want this to be on so this is off. It's okay now. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's okay now. So we'll keep it like that, and we'll see if it starts to charge when we need it. Wow. Tried to explain the same thing, and it took me like 5 tries to say the right words. Okay, so we have engraved diamond crystal chips. In order to make these, we need diamond chip sets, which we have everything we pretty much need, other than more diamond plates. Then you need to move the LS latch with the Project Red key. Screwdriver. You mean if I want to move it in the future without messing it up? Move it with the screwdriver? Diamond... Do I not have any more diamonds? Diamond plates. Okay, we got more there. Forming press. Hey, look at that go. Nice. Oh, almost had a freeze. Alright, so we got some diamond chip sets, so now we can go and make some more of these, which we only should make 16 of these, I just realized. So let's hold off on that. Alright, so we got 8. Make 8 more. There we go, and then we have everything there. Boom, boom. Uses. Engineering processors. The cover that's inverted should be the one set to float. Oh, set to the low threshold. Then you just wire the 2 covers to the RS latch, and that's it. Alright. So I don't know if that's the way that I have it. But it seems to be giving the right behavior right now. We'll see if that lasts when it actually needs to be charged. So I think that is the way we have it, I think. The low cover is inverted. Let's go take a look. Yeah, low is inverted. Alright, so the assembler. Oh boy. Our base is gonna run out of power. This is not good. This is not good at all. I gotta stop crafting for a minute. Because let's look. Come on, please fly up like you actually want to do something today. If the goal is that it swaps the line to on when it reaches the high threshold. Yeah. 153,000. That is basically nothing. We gotta get our reserves that are upstairs. We went from like 7, or yeah, about 7 million benzene down to maybe like 3 million. Okay, redstone. Boom. Oh, I guess we're not emptying all of it. RIP. It'll get used up pretty quickly here, though. Mercury. Guess I really don't have a tank for that either. There's only 1,800 in here. 576. Come on, please. I have been thinking about Peak quite a bit lately. I missed that game. Also, supposedly, I saw a TikTok, Joker shared it with me, that they had a tournament of all the 10 best Peak players in the world, which I didn't really watch it too closely. And, I don't know, some of the comments were like, this is the 10 best people. And the funny thing is, it's the 10 best people, but the literal world record holder, I don't even think was in the stream that I know of. I don't know. Like, yeah, okay, 10 best players. Are both regulators set to -6? Yes, they are. I can go show you real quick that the other one is
That's one thing I did right away, so yeah, you can see it's set to 6, -6. The other one is too. That's still set there. Did you tweak your game in any way? What do you mean by that? I kept everything... The only thing that I did tweak is I'm allowed myself to claim more chunks. So up to 1,000 chunks I can have claimed and loaded. That's the only thing I really did change. Pollution is on and all that fun stuff, so we have to be very careful with that. Alright, uses. Diamond chipset. Assembler. No. Forming press. Environmental circuit. Alright, so we need the HV forming press. So we gotta take this all downstairs. No idea what I'm still doing up here. Wasting a whole lot of time, that's what I'm doing. Oh, that's right. Hold on, let's go empty our redstone again. We need to make sure we have power for the base. I guess that's 64,000. There's 90-something thousand we got now. Internet Productions, what's going on? Yo, I like KFC. Well, I'm glad that you like KFC. I don't know, I like KFC too. I actually really like KFC. Well, nice. Very happy for you. Welcome to the channel, though, by the way. Hopefully you're having a great day. Alright, don't make me have to mute you, Internet Productions. Alright, well, that's gonna happen now. The KFC next to my house is very mid. Yeah, it depends on which one you go to. Alright, well, now that I feel like you have enough warning there. Alright, we won't mute you. I just thought you were gonna go on a tangent and spam in there. No more about the KFC. KFC is good, I do agree. No more spam. Let him continue. Continue the chicken. Alright, we're going downstairs. Although I will let you explain yourself if you do stop. Why do you like KFC? What do you like about it? Look at this. Watch it shut down. Wait, do you like KFC? I don't think he does. I'll go on about Popeyes instead. Ah, yes. As long as you don't spam the chat like you were before, you can... You have been warned. Alright, we're still producing benzene. These guys are all stocked up. Item circuit tier 2. Now we need the assembler for it. Hey, look at that. All these are done. Nice. Macerator's going strong. Alright, Internet Productions. I think that's enough. Okay, I'll explain myself. Is because it's food. Very nice. I do like McDonald's too. And the only reason I like McDonald's is because it's food. Can't really call it great food or even like real food, but it is food nonetheless. Item processors. Not enough to get the quest done. 82. I need 4. Where am I from? I'm from America. How about yourself? How old are you, Internet Production? Yes, I am 75. Maybe 7 plus 5? Or 7 or 5. I believe one of those two a bit more. Our distillery towers are going to shut down. Oh boy.
AE Tier 2 item storage. What a beautiful thing. So you get 2 more circuits there if we want, or the loot bags. Ooh, actually we should have enough XP. I was blaze farming yesterday because I didn't have that many blaze rods to make the what do you want to call it? Ender Eye stuff. Hey Empire, welcome back. How are ya? What is Por Vela? I don't know what that is. I'm 75 to 50. What retirement home are you in? We can hang out. Yeah, let's all go to the retirement home real quick. Item storage. There it is. That's a beautiful thing too. 16. Wow, you want me to make 4 of them? Okay. It's a lot of circuits. Let's look it up real quick. Hold on. Let's do this. To make control. Okay, it's 4, 4, and 1. Or you could just do it this way. Soldering alloy. Really, that's it. I only need 64. Stack of LV circuits. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. I'm 4. In Jupiter years, yes. Have a good stream, Blaze. Well, thank you very much, Tyara. I greatly appreciate it. Or FT. I'm just saying FT from now on. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. I go to the Zero Care retirement home. It's located in Austria. Ah, yes. Use the assembler recipes. It is better. Yeah, we're going to use the assembling ones. Just imagine you sitting in the rocking chair and all the Gregtech recipes come to your mind. The hybrid I made as an OC. I don't even know what that means. So I apologize, Empire. Alright. Thank you. Look at all that. Yeah, I'm gonna get flashbacks to Gregtech someday. It's just like nom. So to make that, we'll be able to make... Oh, we should be able to make 16. 16 times 16. 16 times 4 is 64. 64 times another 4. What is that, 256? 16 times 16? Yeah, 16 times 4 is 64. And then 64 times 4 is 256. I always find it funny. Like, I do, like, math kind of like that in my head sometimes, and it takes me, I don't know, a couple dozen seconds, maybe, or, like, maybe a couple minutes, depending on the problem. And then people are just like, how the hell do you do that? Math. Although, I will say, sometimes, obviously, I get wrong, because I do it all in your head. Most of the time, I feel like I'm right, though. It's 2 to the 8th. Ah, yes. Should have thought of that. It's a lot easier to remember 2 to the 8th. 2 to the 4th off the top of my head, I don't even know. It'd take me... Well, 2 times 2 is 4, and then another 4 you'll have times each other is 16. Alright. Hold on a second. Do we even have good circuit boards? I need to look for some of those real quick. Right. I do not. Gross. Phenolic circuit boards. How do you make those? Ooh. Refined glue and wood pulp. I just do that. Assembler. Heyo. Thank you very much. Circuit 1. I do not know what you're trying to make. Uses. Assembler. What the heck? Genetics Labware. Pollen Collection Kit. Printer paper roll, that's funny. Magnetic strip card. Basically like a credit card or a debit card.
Packing tape seals drawers for moving. Oh, look at that. I could have been making that a long time ago. Well, that's smart. Use chat to do math. Equals space expressio. What? I does not understand. So we're gonna get those. Do we even have any iron 3 chloride left? I doubt it. I think I used it all up for everything else. It's gone, it's gone. Hey, look at that. Iron 3 chloride. Wow. Wow. That's nice. That's very nice. Here, stainless steel, please. Never have enough of that. Chrome, manganese, nickel. Use chat to do math equals space. Wait, can you actually, like... I don't understand what you're doing. Unless you're saying to ask chat to do math, or if you can, like, use the chat as, like, a scratch piece of paper, basically. Or if there is, like, weird formulas that you can do in the chat. Which I wouldn't think. How are we looking? 139. We are... dropping. Wow, that's actually dropping really fast. Probably because we're operating both of those. Not a good, not a good. These are operating... Why are you turned off? Oh. Probably for good reason. Well, that's basically full. And the only power being used up is by the A2 system there. Almost need to upgrade my my towers here. Use chat to do math. Okay. Oh, well actually we never put our benzene in. How's this looking? That's still full. Oh, it is being used. Barely, though. $223 to keep us going for a bit. Alright, chat. Keep getting distracted here. We're waiting on circuit boards, that was why. Hey, Nix, how you doing? There it is. 16 of those bad boys. Now what do we need? That's gross. Gold foil. Oh, good thing we have gold here. Circa 10, please. I feel like gold foil is useful for more stuff too, so we'll kind of just keep that all there. How you doing? Pretty good. Thank you very much for asking. Also, 29 people in the chat. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Oh, you can do math in the Gregtech New Horizons chat. Really? Okay, that's actually kind of wild. So does this work?
my gosh, it actually works. But it forgot focus. Okay, that's actually awesome that you can do math in the chat. So we're gonna take these out. Yeah, look at all the other circuit boards that we have to make yet. We need a lot of copper. Take all those. Take that out. Boom, boom, boom. Put that in. Put in some gold. That's very useful info. That is very, very useful info. So thank you, Carlos. And I apologize. And I appreciate, you know, how much you're trying to teach and explain like stuff like that. I would never figure out because I would never think to do math in there. There's no circuit number. Sweet. So we're gonna have some upgraded cells here. When requesting something like liquids or a lot of the same item and the plus 1000 are not enough, you can write like 10 times 100 and it will make that amount. Really? Wow. That's also good to know for when you're crafting with AE2. Thank you. I think I learned, well, even, yeah, when we did the energy hatches, like, being able to write 90% is so much nicer than having to go and actually, like, calculate that out. Not that it's hard, it just takes a little bit of time, but whoever coded that in to make that possible, like, thank you very much, because that is amazing. 16 MV circuits, 1, 2, 3. So we have these circuits, we have these, we have that. So circuit 1, boom, 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 and boom. Just like that, we are gonna get 4 16K Me storage components. I did my PhD in engineering using the Gregtech New Horizons calculator. No joke, really. See, the only thing I'd be worried about that is because I don't know how good the calculator in the chat is. For certain expressions, when you start to get into like having the parentheses and having to go in certain orders and whatnot, I'd be worried about that. Also, how you doing today, Cybrux? Nice to see you in the chat again. It was easier. That I don't know if it was easier or not. There it is. Another quest completed. 16K components. So then, middle tier storage cell, which can contain 16,384 bytes of storage. It can hold up to 2,032 stacks of a single item, or 1,040 stacks. Oh, while holding 63 different items, yeah. The 16K storage cell uses 128 bytes of data to store a single type. When placed inside a drive or a chest, it will consume 1.5 AE per tick. 1 AE per tick. Half an AE per tick. Okay. It wants me to make 1. I'm going to make more than that. Universal storage housing. Actually, I should, see, that's why they don't want the assembler yet still, because it's a lot cheaper that way, not have to use tools. Let's go out here real quick. Playing Gregtech New Horizons right now in a server with friends. We use a free host, though, and I'm trying to level up my bolts for the crossbow. Well, yeah, I'm glad you're having a fun time over there, and hopefully upgrading your crossbow doesn't take too long. You don't need to advance so much in the AE2 quest. Well, the only reason I wanted to get further is to have the storage. Like, 16,000 is pretty good for me now. I'm not too worried about 64K. Like, that's getting to be a bit expensive now. Yeah, 16 MV circuits and 4 HV, plus an advanced circuit board, which we don't even have yet. So I'm not going to go any further into it for a while. We just want these, just so we can store a lot more items. Might make a lot more 4K ones at some point too, just so I can put all the one-off items in there as well. We do only have 5 more spots. Okay. Universal storage housing. I have 1. Surface quartz place, glass plane, stainless. Not good. It's not good at all. Alright, so let's do this. Boom. Thank you very much. And another quest completed. 16k item storage cell. I mainly want to apply a ball of moss to the bolts. Oh yeah, so that way you just regenerate them over time. You don't see, I already read that. This driver is used in the MB's ME hatch. In the beginning, 1k or 4k is better for you because you have more unique items than a large quantity. Yeah. So I'm hoping if I put this in, it's going to transfer over maybe some of the items that take up more than 1 spot for unique items. Which I guess it doesn't. So that'd be kind of cool, like you could reorganize it now to where, yeah, say if I have a bunch of cobblestone in there and it takes up 2 or 3 different unique item spaces because it has so many stacks in there, if that's even how that works. If it would just go over to here, that'd be kind of nice. Or if it fills up 1 drive, it moves into the next one if it's spilled over to 2 beforehand. I don't know. You can reorganize it with the me chest. Oh. Where was the me chest? I feel like there had to have been a quest for it. Storage cells. This block holds 10 storage cells. Blah, blah. Okay. Which obviously, yeah, you need a meat chest for it. Okay, maybe there's no quest for the meat chest. So I could make a meat chest real quick, I think. Chest. Craft. 1. Missing 2 circuits. Lucky for me, I have some circuits. Craft. Craft. And I have one now. Look at that. That is so nice. Boom. Meat chest. What the heck? How's that work? So I just like take out the ones that are full and then leave the empty ones in here and then it like reorganizes. Sorry, a cell workbench. No! A cell workbench. I'm not gonna make it. There's a block that can move stuff in and out of drives. Dang it. Oh, this guy. Which I think there was a quest for right here. Spring cleaning. So when you first started AE, maybe you dumped a bunch of your items into 1K drives, but now you want to clean them up, or emptying them to reuse them and making higher tier ones. The media output port will allow you to fill or empty your drives by connecting to the rest of the network. You can use the cell workbench to format your drives so they only contain the stuff you want. Okay. So the only remember, more item types means less space overall. You can set them to lapis, for example, and then put them into the me input-output drive or port with the transfer direction to the drive to fill it with only that item. Don't put in an unformatted drive while using the storage drawers to store tons of stuff. If you want to move your stuff around, put in new drives, then empty the old ones, or disconnect your storage's drawers temporarily. You can use the workbench to format fluid drives too. All that good stuff. Okay. Hey Kate, welcome into the stream. How you doing today? Thought I had input output in the name. Yeah, I think you're talking about this one. There should be that one. If you put the Bs that have different MBT, you can fill the largest drive with only 64 Bs. That is crazy, and it will not use the megabytes.
Yeah, so we'll have to keep bees in their own thing at a certain point. Sell workbench to format the drive with filter, just entering what is in the filter. Alright, that ain't too bad.
Thank you guys very much for all the help on that. That's beautiful. Ooh. Anvil. Hold on a minute. Okay, we don't have the anvil here. We have one upstairs. You know what time it is? Let's try and get lucky with some enchanting. So we're going to take this guy. And then we have all these. So our other books are downstairs. We're going to see if we can get Fortune... Not Fortune 3. Wait. Yeah, it is Fortune 3. We're going to see if we can get Fortune 3. And then we're going to do some gambling. Nope, not that one. Leon Tuttle, hello, welcome to the stream. Books. Hello, books. Fortune 2, Fortune 2, Fortune 2, Fortune 2. Fortune 2, Fortune 2, Fortune 3, 6 experience levels. Now we can go upstairs, actually go downstairs. We need glasses. Okay, that's not in there. It's in here somewhere. Right there. Took us this long to get our first book. Oops. Requires 40 levels. Dang. Okay, of course we have none. Well, we'll have to wait a little bit. We have... Okay, we have those in there, so let's just dump that in for now. We need smart cables. Take the glasses off, put that in. We need that conductive iron back. Unless we have some in our inventory. We do. We have cells. So use the fluid extractor. We'll do that. Boom. I have ender. Alright, so we got all that. Flux. Boom. Me-colored cables. Don't remember getting those. Alright. So, back to our quest. Smart cables. So that is MV circuits and that in an MV assembler. So we can go upstairs and do that. MV. Thank you. So there was some more down here somewhere. Yeah, 8 more. Nice. There's that one too, but we'll go back upstairs. Also, thank you very much, Empire, for sharing the stream. Good. I put away the stuff that I did. Oh my gosh, I put away the conductive iron. Good job, Blaze. Hey, look, some more meat chests. Boom, boom. Okay. Conductive iron once again. Thank you very much. Now we can be on our merry way. How you looking? 254,000, 255,000. So you are moving up again. Okay, good. I like to see it. We definitely need it, I'll tell you that. So obviously that means that these guys are still operating, yes. So these guys are all turned off pretty much. Look at that beautiful electrum. Tantalite, more tantalum, manganese. Not much chrome though. Alright, smart cables. I think it was only 8 that we had to make, so 4. Boom. 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 Perfect. We'll get that quest done. Be able to make dense cables. And after that, we can start making our first P2P bus. That's great. Very, very great. Smart cables. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Make travel anchor to be able to teleport between places. I'll look into that. Once I make these, dense cables are going to be your network backbones. They can transfer 32 channels and display the number of channels in use. Buses and flat interfaces cannot be placed directly on them. Dang. Well, that's a dense smart cable. Dense covered cable. Oh, they want me to make the dense... Okay, well, I don't even care about that. We're not going to worry about that right now. Dense cables. Smart cables. So, it's just the covered cables. It's just 4 covered cables. But they are covered in rubber that we don't actually have yet. So we have to start making, what is it? Just a different type of rubber. What are your opinions on Thaumcraft? I don't know. I think it's pretty good. Obviously, it has its ups and downs, but I don't mind it. Travel anchor. What does the travel anchor even take to make? Travel anchor. Cooldown 2 seconds. Oh, that ain't bad. Hold shift. Allows teleportation between anchors. Stand on one anchor, look at another, and jump to travel. Can also be used with the staff of travel. So you have to look at the other one. Well, if you only have 2, I wonder if you'd have to even look at it anyways. Weird. Alright. Title scroll. Paving slab of travel. Maybe eventually. I'm not worried about travel anchor quite yet, but eventually that would be nice. So, in order to make dense cables, we're gonna have to go back to MV, my bad, HV, and start messing around with some of this other rubber. And it would be nice to do this. That's more quests that I'll have done. Polystyrene. Synthetic rubber. So, want to make the synthetic rubber, styrene, butadiene.
I'll show you a way you can get it. You'll need an oil cracker and a distillation tower. There are different ways to do it, and this is the only an example of how you can make it. The first step is to crack your naphtha with steam. So, let's look at the multi-block quest real quick. Time to drill for oil. Where's the cracker? Steam is never enough. Let's get cracking. You can use the traveling staff to teleport from anywhere to the anchor. Okay, that's pretty nice. Cracking oil products like light and heavy fuel with the oil cracker is faster and more efficient than using a chemical reactor, producing 25 to 50% more output depending on which cracking method it's doing. Steam does 50%, hydro does 25%, but consumes 20% less hydrogen. Cracked products will result in additional byproducts in the distillation tower. It is a smart idea to get this multi-block since you're going to need tons of industrial TNT from toluene for the advanced tier rockets. Gotcha. The 16 coils form 2 vertical rings of 8 on either side. Ooh. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Wow. So I'm assuming it's hollow. It is hollow, okay. Clean stainless steel machine casing. That's not even that bad. I guess we could do that. Oil cracking unit. 16 copper nickel coil blocks. We have 21. Ooh, optional tasks. HV for hatches. Oil cracking unit. Another 4. So what are we missing? 2 HV circuits. Which I know where to get some. Might as well take a couple. Just like that, the oil cracking unit controller, which also gets the quest complete. Let's get cracking. Nice. So there's that. We're gonna need the maintenance hatch, the other hatches, 20 stainless steel machine casings. Really? None. Okay. So we need stainless steel frame boxes and that. So a lot more stainless steel. Stainless. Thank you. Which actually we only need 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's our chrome at? We need a lot more chrome. Chromite. Purified uses. Alright, well. There's nothing there. Get to processing, I guess. And then that way we can electrolyze this. I don't even know if we're going to get any automation done. We should be able to. Nickel. Don't have any more nickel in our inventory. Stainless. Got plenty for plates.
We only need 120 plates, but we'll make some more because we're going to use them. So we'll get the oil cracker, and then we can use that for cracking some other oil products, I guess. Still haven't even gotten TPV coils. Don't lose that multi-block miner. So yes, lightly steam cracked naphtha cell, oil cracker. So we're going to make a lot more steam. It's been like 10 seconds and my brain is destroyed from just watching this, Matthew. What's going on? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. You almost have to start from a lot earlier on so that you kind of understand what's going on. Otherwise, it's like, whoa, what the hell is that? Multi-block goals. So if I made this, as soon as you have the ability to store energy in large quantities, it would be necessary to have a way to generate energy in large quantities. You need a large bronze boiler. But in order to make this boiler, you will need a mountain of bronze. This boiler produces 800 liters of steam per tick. This is enough to run 10 basic steam turbines. The large boiler can use either water or distilled water. Water is consumed at a rate of 1 liter of water per 150 liters of steam. To make a large boiler, you must make a 3x3x5 structure with bronze pipe casings in the center, in the middle levels, all that, blah, 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 blah. Lowest level cannot contain any plated bricks. All hatches, buses, and mufflers must have their backside touching a firebox. What's going on, CC? How are ya? Different from other boilers, large boilers must contain water at all times while active. If at any point the boiler runs out of water while it is active, it will explode. Not good. Not good at all. Damn, that's a lot of browns. Wait, it said not to use bronze plated bricks. The lowest level cannot contain any plated bricks. So why even make that there? Oh, this level. Okay, muffler hatch down below. Ooh. Could get rid of the mixer stuff that we have. It's nice. You know the funny thing is, this would be easier to make out of steel. Now you can make the advanced circuits, which means it's time to build a large steel boiler. Each one of these produces 1000 EU per tick in steam, which means you will need several steam turbines to convert it all to power. Keep in mind that the MV ones are less efficient, so calculate your losses when building your setup. Significant difference. Instead of accepting just about any burnable fuel, it only accepts specific ones and rejects all others. Gotcha. So yeah, can this guy, large steel boiler, uses, can it burn seed oil cell, creosote? It can. Yeah, it's not allowed in the 2 top tiers. Burn time in seconds. 0.8. So every 0.8 seconds, it goes through 1,000 creosote. Hey Harvey, welcome to the channel. I just got Stargate and a mod pack called Star Technology. I set the goal as an intro to Gregtech because I've wanted to play this pack for a while and I'm excited to get started in it soon. Well, congratulations on that. How long did that take you?
I don't know. That is my goal, is to make myself some 2 Stargates in Gregtech New Horizons, and it is an amazing mod pack. So if you liked that, I'm assuming that you're gonna love this just as much, if not more. Hold on, let me do some math here real quick. I'm gonna pull up my calculator. 400-ish hours, not too bad. Yeah, we're 450 hours in. I'm kind of taking my time a little bit. And we're in tier 4 of 12 right now. Calculator. So 0.8 seconds. So 4 million. I think we would do what? Divided by 1,000? So it's 4,000 of these cells, and it's times 0.8. $3,200 seconds that this would all be burnt up in, divided by 60 for minutes. So one full thing of creosote, which actually we produce a lot from our Pylos ovens anyways, so it'd take 53 minutes to burn up a whole super tank. Prepare yourself for 50 hours of starving. Yeah, starting out right away is a little bit fun with the food, but it gets way better, so don't worry about it. Make a couple farms to start out right away. Hey, there's all those. There's all those. Hold on. Assembler, no circuit. Boom. Boom, boom. Should be able to make them all right there. Tier 4 is EV. Yes, so we are in EV right now. So tier 4 is right here. And that is our max tier that we are in right now. Yes, Blaze is in EV. Yep. Oh no. No, 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 no. Why did you change? Why did you make something else? Recipe. Clean stainless steel. Turbine. Oh. I got scared. I got very scared very fast. I was like, oh, that's not right. But we're fine. We just had some other stuff stored in there from before. Alright, so that's good. Let's kind of figure out where we want this multi-block. Which, the oil cracker... Dang. It would be nice to kind of have it like right here. Oil cracking unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. 5 by 3, okay. I guess maybe I would want it after that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then leaves a decently wide pathway here to walk out, I guess. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Alright, let's get this kind of half in place. You need 48 coke ovens for a steel boiler. You're talking about the basic ones, like the ones we have up there, right? Which, we're not going to run them off the coke ovens. We're not going to run them off these guys. Although, how many do we have? 2, 4, 6. So, say 6 every one. 6, 12, 18, 24, 32. Wait, I think I did that wrong. 6,
12, 18, 24, 30, 36, plus that one. So I mean, it's not bad. Obviously, we're going to be on a loss with just those, but we also have 2 distillation towers that produces plenty of creosote. Even if we shut down that steel boiler every now and then, we just have like a big buffer of a couple steam tanks. I think we'll be fine. And we're not really using steam a lot until maybe later, where we're doing more oil cracking. We'll be fine for a bit. So let's see, maintenance. Hatch. MV input hatch. Does it really need to be like HV? I know I was talking about it. HV. HV. I guess they're not that bad. Iron tanks. Got 1 iron tank? Really? Molten glass, we got that now. Tank, double iron plates. Guess we don't have any of the other tanks. Okay. How do these get made? Okay, obsidian glass, iron rings. Six tower. What do you mean by 6 tower? I'll be leaving for now. Don't let the new boiler explode, Blaze. Well, thank you very much. We'll see you later. Take care. We won't let it explode. Don't you worry. Obsidian glass. 4 obsidian and thickened glass. Glass dust. Oh, flint. Yeah, let's get that and dump this back in. Okay. Some of the cables. Like concrete, we don't need that. Molten glass. Molten glass. Take that and sand. This one had more sand somewhere. Hello. I will take all that. Thank you very much. Circuit 4. I don't think that's how it is. I need glass. More glass blocks, please. Thickened. Clear glass. 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 I think it's got to be crafted. Clear glass. All of this just to make some dense cables. Well, we did want to start with automation, but we went down a rabbit hole that's going to help us a lot in the future. I mean, we're going to have the oil cracker now. What else are we going to have here? Why are we making the glass? Oil cracking. I completely forgot why we were making glass.
I mean, we do want to get another boiler, like upgrade this guy, which is nice. Then, what is it? All this is going to output into here. Oh, we're going to need some better pipes for this then. Because it burns creosote a lot faster. These ones, we might have to upgrade to. Could have just actually just turned them into the fluid conduits. Maybe. This might be a little bit too expensive, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so we have all that. Thank you very much. Boom, boom. It takes a lot more obsidian than it does anything else, so. What can we get for this guy? Need some redstone. There's none. So that's good. Let's go check over here. Should have quite a bit over in our storage from all of this being processed. Could honestly make a boiler. A bronze boiler out of all those instead of just having the mixer there, because we're not even going to use that. There we go. Get a much more obsidian. Oh yeah, that's right. We're getting glass for the tanks. So thicken glass. Boom. Take all these. So the regular tanks in the assembler. Alright. Boom and boom. Holy manganese. That's a lot of manganese. Let's just do this. Makes life a lot easier. Well, you know what I also can't wait for? Actually, man, if I could get the maceration stack as well. Where is that guy? That is not there. That is going to be in mass processing. Hulk smash. Mass destruction, or at least lots and lots of crushed ores. Build a maceration stack to keep up with all the ores you are getting. In IV, you can upgrade the multi to be much better with upgrade chip and better casings. So 60% faster than using single block machines of the same voltage. Maximum of n times tier parallels. LV equals tier 1, MV tier 2, etc. Damn. 4 EV macerators. So that's 8 circuits right there. Plus another circuit. It's actually pretty tall too. Holy crap. 6 blocks tall. Technically an EV machine, so if I wanted to have some more machines, EV machines, I could make another room. $482,000, we're doing good. Glass, thank you very much. You're all done. Take all that, thank you.
perfect. So we got all that. Now we can do this and that. Iron tank is circuit 4. We'll just have to get a bunch more iron up here, but at least that gets us some HV hatches, which we could upgrade some other ones. Guess not really too big of a deal for all that stuff, but... okay, plenty enough. I thought I heard something. Oh, hello, right behind my thing here. No. No Twitch broadcasting, please. I don't see anything for spawns, so... HV machine hull. More stainless. Gold cables. And molten polyethylene. Alright. Continue on. Also, if there's anybody new in the chat, I want to say welcome to the channel. Hopefully you're having a great day. Not good, not good. I have not much stuff here. Alright, we're gonna go circuit 8. Boom, put those in at least. No cells, alright. Polyvinyl chloride. I do not believe I have cells for hydrogen. Okay, that will be good enough to get everything out. Conductive iron can go away. Alright, so take this out. Boom. Molten polyethylene. These can go in with the gold cables. We'll get some more machine hulls. And then, I think circuit 1, we can get our other tanks. Boom, boom, and boom. Our hatches, I mean. Actually, it takes a long time. Holy crap. 24 seconds in HV. So, shift over this. Move the chat. And let's see here. Input bus any middle ring casing, optional for program circuit. I didn't know you were streaming. My notifications suck, not gonna lie. If you wanted to, in the Discord, I could give you the stream viewer. What do you want to call it? What do they call those things? I forgot. I'm sorry. And give you the name tag or whatever. The role. There we go. We'll give you the role so that way when I post there, you're notified on Discord. I mean, that might help out a little bit. Energy hatch. Any casing. Okay, good to know. 2 rings of 8 coils each side. We already got that. Controller. We already got that. Front and center. Input hatch for cracking fluid. Oh, that's right. We do need 3 hatches. 2 inputs and 1 output. Gotcha. Good thing we have this then. Perfect. So we'll make 1 an output. Boom. Boom. Do we need 2? No. So input hatch. Yeah, for cracking fluid only. Any middle ring casing. Input hatch any left or right side casing. Output hatch any right or left side casing. Input/output hatches must be on opposite sides. Okay. So we will do 2 input hatches. Actually, wait. 1 goes in the middle ring. Uh-oh. Where's my wrench? There it is. Try and keep them all in the same place. So there's that. There's that. And then output can be on this side. Boom. Hey, Jester. I tune in and Brett is making crack. Cracking fluids. Yeah, you know us. We love crack over here. How's it going though, Jester? Nice to see ya. Yeah, we're trying to do some oil cracking so that way we can make synthetic rubber, because the natural rubber that we made is not good enough for I don't even remember what the hell. There's so many things. Oh yeah, to make these cables here, these cables are going to allow us to connect up our, you basically can consider it a magical storage system. We store all of our items in this, and basically it's just like a supercomputer. Also, welcome back, 30 Point Buck. Can I join? I do apologize. This is still the same single-player world. Chillin', working on just listening. Oh, working and just listening. Lurking. Awesome. Well, hopefully work's going well for you. You know, thankfully my day of work wasn't too bad. We got out early, although we did have to sit and wait around for the power to come back on. There was a transformer that burnt up, so the power went out in the mill that we were working on for, I don't even know, 3 to 5 hours. Okay, yeah. But yeah, we're still playing the mod pack 30 Point Buck. That it is not on Bedrock, so I do apologize. It is not. Wow. Oh no. Dang, yeah, that was good. Thankfully, I didn't have to fix any of that because I'm not an electrician. So it was pretty bad though. The whole mill went black. The paper machines just like instantly shut down, and thankfully it didn't cause any extra work for me because today is a day that I am not staying late for certain reasons. But yeah, thankfully we got out early enough, and now we're making some crack. Or cracked oil. Yummy. I just gave myself the roll through the announcements channel. Oh, perfect. I recently got my second monitor for my setup, and it feels so good to have one. I'm very jealous. I cannot wait to get a second monitor, so that way reading chat is a million times easier. Alright, I'm kind of lost now. Actually, I'm not lost. I'm Blaze. So the maintenance hatch, let's take a look here. Input bus. Maintenance hatch is any casing. Okay, so that's fine. I always like what threefold does, right? I've seen people doing this more, is putting the maintenance hatches right above the controller, so you don't have to hunt it down when you're trying to fix it up. Can't let crack wait. We can't. We need the profits now. Also, 31 amazing people in the stream. Thank you very much, everybody. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys are enjoying it, it does help out a lot if you wouldn't mind leaving a like. Or for those of you that may be new, if you don't want to miss out, help us reach the 10,000 subscriber goal. Not easier, it's instant. You just look. I mean, that is true. It's just, yeah, boom, right there. Don't have to use my phone anymore. I can have the YouTube chat. And then I also have the TikTok chat right there. Cannot wait. So we got all those. We have output hatch, input hatch, maintenance hatch. So now we just need an energy hatch and an input bus, which any middle ring casing. We'll put that on the back. Yeah, we'll put that right here. So turbine casings. Where? There we go. So this will be our input bus. That'll be fine. Energy hatch, though. That's going to be the fun one. Maybe we'll keep this for the energy hatch. Any casing. Okay, so yeah, we'll keep that one as the energy. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. That should be it. Energy and input bus. The monitor is old, but it works. Well, that's good at least. You know, that's the most important thing, is that it just works. Okay. Energy hatch. To use the oil cracker, most of the recipes... Okay. Wow. That's kind of crazy. UV. IV. EV. There's only one E. Okay, nitromethane. We're not making nitromethane. We'll just make an HV energy hatch. And we'll call it good. And also the input bus, I feel like, can be something really simple. Move the chat once again. Also, yeah, I've been really craving playing Peak. So hopefully maybe later on this week
Or maybe this weekend, later in the evening, we could all play. Me, Jester, Joker, and whoever else. Multi-block goals, yes. Input hatches. It doesn't say anything about the buses, so I'm going to just do a simple bus. Yoink. Bus. Input bus, I believe that'll work. And then energy hatch. Perfect. We already have one sitting around. That is beautiful. I am game. Awesome. It's just like the perfect game to play with friends. Alright, well there's that. So we have our oil cracking unit. Has problems, obviously. We need to do our maintenance. We'll do right here. Get the wrench on it. Get our screwdriver. We should have this all ready to go. Soft mallet, my bad. Forgot about that. Actually, let's put away our tools. Boom, boom. Alright. So now we also just need power, which I don't know how much power this guy uses. The Lava Climber Extraordinaire. Hell yeah. We're all the lava climbers. Climbing lava is really, really fun. Honestly, I could have another power cord just coming up from the floor. It'd be kind of gross, but just do this. I should have some single blocks, but I don't think I have any. So we'll see how this goes. Turbines. Yeah, okay, we're not doing that. Also, welcome into the couple other people that just jumped into the stream. So, yeah, power is shut down. That is fine. Honestly, probably could have just... Well, I need another transformer then. We'll use some other cables real quick. Some 16 buys. Would be a good idea if I actually made some more large gas turbines. Okay. Silver wires. There we go. Sorry. There we are. 64. Not even. 63. Hopefully this doesn't suck up all my energy. Oops. Alright, it is now connected. Oil cracker. That was actually so fast to actually make that too. We already had like most of the materials. When you can make a multi-block that quickly, it is a great feeling, rather than spending hours trying to get everything ready for it. So, oil cracker. Let's go back to HV. We want to make synthetic rubber. So naphtha cells. Okay, we don't really care about it that much. So just put all the naphtha in with some steam, circuit 1, and that's lightly cracked. Okay, we can only make lightly cracked from it. Oh wow, it is significantly more. Alright, so our cells. Where's my naphtha? Right there, perfect. So we'll take this, we'll get an equal amount of steam, and then we'll get to cracking. Nolans of America. Love the name. What's going on? I have something special to show you, Nolan, just because it's Nolans of America. Look at this beautiful flag that I built on the 4th of July. I started it on the 4th of July. I didn't finish it till a couple days after, but look at that. I do think it could be a little bit wider. Like, this guy could be extended out just a little bit more, but it looks a lot better than when I had it, like, cut right here. But yeah, she's beautiful. Basically, the entire height of the world, at least from the ground level up to the max building height there. I love it. But yeah, what's your experience with Gregtech New Horizons, Nolan? I always love to hear what everybody knows or doesn't know about the mod pack when they first join the channel. Alright, so let's grab our Steam, actually. Keep forgetting that. 24,000.
You'll fill up quickly. Boom. 32,000. Alright. Let's use the oil cracker for the first time. Good. It is good. I love the flag. What? Oh. That's right. This goes up. We'll have them all facing up. Just makes it easier. So, for cracking fluid, steam is in the middle. Steam. Fluid. Hatch. Circuit 1. Probably going to shut those guys down from using too much power. Oh, yep, there goes. Oh no. Okay, they just only shut down because they ran out of wood tar. Surprising. What about batch mode? Nice. That is great. Alright, so there's all these steam cracked naphtha. So now I'm just going to grab some regular cells so we can get the quest done. Or that it like accepts the quest. So, cell. Boom. Thank you very much. There's a stack there. I take it that, or at least I hope that making the synthetic rubber is not going to be too expensive. Alright, so we're going to do this as well. Synthetic rubber. Thank you very much. I'm Florade? You mean floored? Like, you're... I don't even know. What do you mean by that? Make the styrene butadiene. Is it butadiene or butadiene? But yeah, that's what we're going to go for. We're going for this one because then it also helps unlock the polystyrene for the biolab. Fluoride. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they're fluoride. They're the same stuff that comes in the toothpaste. The latter. Butadiene. Okay. Alright, let's switch up the music. It's getting into the cringy song now. We're going to go to the music discs, actually. We're going to go to that first before the regular Minecraft tracks. Alright, here we go. Get some good stuff playing. Let's also turn it up a little bit. It's a little quiet. I don't care if it overpowers my voice a little bit. It's beautiful music. Alright, so we need... Go back into the quest book, I'm sorry. Distillation. So, for the next steps, you need a few fluids/gases like benzene, ethylene, and butadiene. Run your distillation tower a few cycles to get them. Ethylene, we already have plenty of that. Benzene, we got plenty of that. Butadiene, though, we need more of that. Lightly steam cracked naphtha, so which is what we have. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Light fuel, heavy fuel, benzene. So we get more benzene production by just doing this. Butene, toluene, we don't care about those. Butadiene, propane, and propene. Alright. So... can I empty these? Hydrogen, helium, and something else. Helium and helium. Let's get these emptied. Thank you. Oh, you're from Florida. Okay. That makes a bit more sense. I'm sorry about that. Sorry that I didn't understand it right away. I think we've had a couple people here from Florida. Florida's nice. I do like to visit Florida every now and then. Although I couldn't imagine living there in the summer. I feel like it just like being constantly 90s or 100 degrees plus super humid would not be fun. There we go. We got our hydrogen. Thank you. This is all emptied. Ooh, I just realized uses. We're not going to be able to distill. I guess we could set it up with just a LV distiller just to make this. 1,000 is 150. Ooh. Not a good, not a good. What do I need for this guy? I need an energy hatch and a lot more stainless steel blocks. A lot of rain, yeah, 90 degrees. Oh, not in Celsius, right? Yeah, no, not in Celsius. I think it was 90 degrees Celsius. The world would probably be on fire. Oh, you can stop. Yep, we didn't want that. It just turned back on. Good. Right. So we're gonna just do the cheap and simple way because I don't care about making a whole lot right now. Until we get some more distillation towers, we're gonna go with the distillation single block. That one's being used. Do we not have more distillation thingies? Hold on a second. Is there distillation single block over here? Yeah. Right there's actually one, so 7. Perfect. So we're gonna put this in to get butadiene, steam cracked naphtha, circuit 6. Boom. Boom. That's gonna go for a little bit. I can finally build the rest of the full plant line. I'm gonna work on that all day. You know, I cannot wait to get plant line set up. Eventually, like the bauxite line, like all of that stuff to help use our resources a bit more efficiently. Like that's gonna be nice. Also, let's see. We have maybe another half hour left of the stream, probably. Then I'm gonna go get some dinner and all that good stuff. Hopefully tomorrow night. So I do work tomorrow. Roughly gonna be about 10 hours, I think. Could be more, could be less. Maybe if we have time, we'll do another stream. But Thursday and Friday, I'm not scheduled to work right now. So if we don't end up working, we'll do some more streams early in the morning. Some long Gregtech streams. Probably try to do some peak, maybe, if we have time. If Joker's free as well. Although, we'll see. Because I know Joker was talking about playing Grounded and trying to do the new game Plus, because Grounded 2 is coming out in 2 weeks. I think literally 2 weeks from today. Do you work from home? I do not. I'm a millwright, so I go in and I fix machines, or I just fix certain things in a lot of like factories or industrial settings, I guess. Grounded is where it's at. Yeah, I cannot wait for the second game. Okay, we need 2 cells of all that good stuff. Did you guys play any of that recently, Jester, with the new game Plus? I wouldn't be mad if you guys did. I wouldn't be upset at all. I'm just curious to see if you guys got started, if you know what it's all about yet. Boom, boom. 2, 2, and 2. Quest complete, please. Oh, you need 3 cells of this. Okay, that's fine. Boom. I played with Move for a little bit. There are angry, glowy bugs. Talking about just the fireflies. There it is. Distillation quest completed. So now we can make styrene. Putting benzene and ethylene in the chemical reactor gives you styrene. And also hydrogen. Just pack that away with the rest. Okay. Oh wait, that's ethyl benzene. Which I'd assume is... yeah, it's made from both of them anyways. Okay. Styrene, 1000. Oh, I see what they want you to do. Alright. Well, we don't care about any of that. So we'll do this. We'll do... hold on, let's get our circuit set correctly here. Circuit 20... ooh, circuit 1. Okay. It's a good thing we looked. Input bus, circuit 1. We got our fluid there, and... ethylene. Please. A millwright. Ha! I learned something new about Brett. I myself am a fiber optic engineer. Formerly a fiber optic splicer. Now I do the thinking side of things. Do you like that a bit more than what you used to do, Jester? Because, yeah, the splicer, just probably like the guy that just goes out, you know, fixes the cables, puts in new cables and stuff like that. But yeah, a good old millwright.
I do love it. It has been pretty slow the last year and a half or so. That's why I've been able to do a lot of streams in the daytime. But it's pretty fun work. You know, usually, sometimes it can get pretty gross. Like the environments that I'm in, pretty annoying. Like, there we go, Styrene quest complete. Like yesterday and today, we were replacing a impeller inside of, they call it a cooch chest or something like that, which what that is basically where some of like the pulp falls into. It's like a big tank made out of I don't know what, porcelain bricks, I think. And then, you know, it mixes in there with water. There's 2 impellers in the tank. It mixes it back up, the stuff that falls off the machine, to be, you know, returned into pulp to make more paper. So I had to climb into the tank, which usually some of these tanks have manhole doors that you can crawl into that are barely even big enough to fit in sometimes. Or they're just very small. But this one didn't have it, so I had to take a rope ladder down 16 or 20 feet into the tank to be able to replace the impeller. That was a whole lot of fun. I don't know what one of those words you said meant. Are you talking about millwright or something else in the game? What's going on though, KJ? Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Confined space champions. Yep, it had to have the harness on, the retractable, all that fun stuff. Makes life a little interesting though, and makes you appreciate the easier days. I'm in telecom manholes in the streets of Manhattan. That's gotta be a whole lot of fun. To make polystyrene, use the chemical reactor to combine oxygen and styrene. Oh, I guess poly, add oxygen. Fair enough. Here we go. This is what we want, though. Raw styrene butadiene rubber. The silicon... Wait, the second last step... Oh, I see what... In case it said last step before. The second last step is raw styrene butadiene rubber mix. Oh, mix butadiene, styrene, and oxygen to make the dust. Interesting. Roach City. I see a couple cockroaches every now and then, usually in the basements of the paper mills and places that people usually don't go to anymore. I could not work if there was like a bunch of them like around me. Like if I'm in a really tiny confined space and there's a bunch crawling around, I would not be able to do that. That is disgusting. Because I would feel like I'd take them home with me. Like even though I clean my clothes and stuff right away, I just feel like they would get into the house or whatnot, and I could not have that. That is... Nope. No thank you. Circuit 3. Okay, oxygen, butadiene, and styrene. So actually, making a lot of this doesn't even really seem that bad. So circuit 3, let's get all this going. Boom. Boom. Take that guy. Boom. Dude, fireflies are the cutest bugs ever. The F you mean? Talking about in, what was it? We were talking about fireflies, about Grounded. And Grounded, they're terrifying. Trying to kill you and everything. In real life, I love fireflies. Yes, they're not bad. But when you're a shrunken down human child, yes, they are very deadly and very scary. Oh, yeah. Cockroaches, though, those are gross, no matter where they are. In-game or real life. Oxygen, yes. Boom. It's a lot of oxygen, holy crap. Oh, I could do circuit 4 and make a lot more. 8 seconds or 32 seconds. I guess it really doesn't matter. Yes, 2,000. So let's just grab a bunch. If I remember my materials course correctly, these recipes for the different plastics are pretty realistic in terms of ingredients, which is awesome. I love the fact that it is pretty realistic with that, because if you can have realism in a video game and it's not like super annoying, I love it. And it works out for this mod pack anyways, because obviously you're using a lot of chemicals to make other things. Which also, I'm wondering, is the plat line also pretty realistic, with like some of the chemicals you would use to liquefy the platinum and then also to like recalcify, or what do they call that? I don't know if it's calcify, it's crystallize, I think. You recrystallize it. There we go. Dude, my first job had baby roaches, a pizza place. They reportedly handled them, but literally they wouldn't like leave us alone in the back area where the dishes were washed. Baby roaches are not, they still nasty. Yeah, that is disgusting. Even if it was truly like a baby, like super small roaches, no thank you. I cannot. That's why I see, I'm sorry, I'm opening the window for the cat. Kitty cat wants to see out the window. Yeah. I've seen a video where some dude was crawling in a manhole and cockroaches were climbing all over him. Yeah, I could not. I would probably die. Alright, hold on. We have 39. Why can we not make more? We have oxygen. Okay, to make more. 36, 108. Oh, okay, so we have to make it this way. 72, 216, 2000. So we don't have enough of that. Which is fine, we got more here. Also, I want to say thank you very much. 42 amazing people in the stream. That is awesome. You guys are great. And those of you that like the stream, or that are new and you do enjoy it, you know, if you don't want to miss out on anything else in the future, feel free to help us reach the 10,000 subscriber mark. Either way, very happy just to have you here, even if it is for just the day. So there it is. We got our quest complete. Raw styrene butadiene rubber. So now we just gotta cook it up, I'd assume, huh? Add sulfur to the raw dust to get molten styrene butadiene rubber, then solidify it to get the sheets. So, obviously get the sheets. Oh. Okay, so we just do that right in the chemical reactor. Okay. Interesting. Sulfur's easy. We got plenty of that. Employees in CERN made a mod pack using Gregtech. I think that says enough about realism. See, I don't even know what CERN is. I literally got fired for speaking about them, and OSHA temp violations emailed it to HR, and I was gone like a little bit after. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's always the thing that sucks, is if you retaliate, then they're like, oh no, they get rid of you. Which you probably could go after them for like retaliation, possibly. Not that that would probably even be worth it, but sorry to hear that. Sulfur. Thank you. Well, platinum in real life is sourced from nickel minerals, so the same as in the game, and similarly in real life, it's a pretty long process to refine platinum. Also, the other plant-line metals like iridium, rhodium, and osmium are sourced from the impure platinum in real life, just like in the game. Which adds even more to the coolism of all that. Like, that is awesome. I love it. No circuit, so let's do this. Boom, boom. Do we even have an output? I do think we do. Yes, it is crafting it up. Wow. 36 sheets, so obviously we take our plates, or we can make our ingots. Yeah, same thing. We'll make ingots over where we usually do. Carlos, here cockroaches fly in Brazil. Do those in America do the same? I do think there's flying cockroaches in America. I think. Although the ones that I've seen, I don't think fly. They just kind of crawl around. Yeah, flying is gross. CERN is a facility IRL. It's a particle accelerator, basically. Oh. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, employees from that made a mod pack. Oh, made a mod pack using Gregtech even. CERN broke reality. Yeah, that's why everything hasn't been feeling the same since like the late teens,
to, like, what, 2020? I don't even remember when people initially say. But I will say, yeah, life kind of has felt a bit weirder or different since around then. Anyways, I'm outie, off to Manhattan. See you later. Have a good rest of the day at work, Jester, and can't wait to game with you next time. Take care, buddy.
Yeah, it's a facility used to study particle physics and has the biggest particle accelerator in the world. Damn. Oh, isn't that in Sweden, right?
I think I've heard of that, or at least a similar place. The mod pack they made is called Supersymmetry. I think I've heard of that one. Oops. Hold on. Boom. 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 Dude, that's awesome. We just got another 5 quests completed in HV. And then we're not even... Okay, we are over halfway now, but still. That is a big jump. Finally getting some other rubber. Could eventually get this, which leads to the biolab, which is probably a lot of other cooler stuff. Eventually, yes, I do want to start producing a lot of ammonia, which I would probably just make a whole system just dedicated to that. Like, it produces its own hydrogen and nitrogen that goes into making ammonia. And then, you know, that's it. And then whenever I need ammonia, just grab it from there. Boom, just done. But we are getting very close to the end of the stream. Ammonia production is paying so slow. Yeah, so the sooner that I do it, obviously, the way better. In uni, I did a presentation on titanium as a material, and the professor asked me a question that I hadn't researched. I winged it using Gregtech New Horizons knowledge and got the answer right. That is awesome. Yeah, Gregtech New Horizons. I will be having my kids someday play Gregtech as their first modded Minecraft experience. Oh yeah, it's so fast. We don't even care about doing it in a different thing. CERN was supposed to be in America, but the president at the time said that it was not important to have the greatest scientists in America. Yeah, which is extremely dumb. No, we can't do that. We're not going to do that. Styrene, betadine, rubber sheets. Another quest has been completed. I love it. It is great. Alright, then we just let that go for a while. So we know we're going to use all that. Sometimes I think only about Gregtech. That's me, Bacon. I know you don't, but I do. Wow. Move this over. Alright, so that's good. You get more butadiene cells. So now that we finally have these, we can coat our cables. Dense cables. Boom. So... me covered cable. So you can use molten rubber for it. Oh good. I turned it all into sheets and I can only use the molten stuff. Well, what a shame. I think these can be used for other things too. Yeah, I can use it for all that, so. Alright. Let's go over here. Drop back down into our base. Actually, let's check our power real quick. Hello, Enderman. Don't know why you're in my base. 642,000. So we are still building up, which is good. Make sure everything's still running. These are both on, so that's still good. Good. Alright, so that's nice. We got these cables upgraded today. We finished making the engraver. We also started to process, you know, synthetic rubber with our new oil cracker. And we changed up the design on our Mii controller because the 2x2x2, I guess, was pretty inefficient. It wasn't doing the right things. Now we have our 8-block hollowed out cube kind of thing. So that way, once we get some more cubes or controller blocks, we can kind of expand it out this way. So I'm going to finish reading up chat here, and then we are going to have to get going. And then we'll kind of talk about when the next stream's going to be. Wow, I missed a lot of stuff here.
In my nitrobenzene setup, right nitric acid based on ammonia is the biggest power hog of my whole network. Upgraded to IV overclock just to make it keep up. Dang. That kind of sucks, yeah. That's why we're going to have to try and get on that stuff right away. Same, my nitric acid LCR for nitrobenzene is running on IV just to keep up. And then I had to make up my oxygen, ramp up my oxygen production to keep up. Who says I don't? Maybe I completed the mod pack. Maybe I finished setting up the wires with the things. You'll never know. I guess I never will, Bacon. Yeah, you're right. I don't care about Greg. Yeah, see, I already knew. Also, 2 EV distillery towers to keep up with the distilled water. So we're going to have to worry about distilled water soon. Might have to upgrade my distillery towers so maybe it can just run 1 to save on energy until we have enough energy production to run 2 of them at the same time. Or to run all of our Pyrolos ovens so that way we could use both of those distillery towers. You can just put the sheets in the fluid extractor to make them molted again. I could. I might just save them. We'll see what happens. But basically now we are ready to make the dense cables. And then in the next stream, we will be able to make our first P2P network, which I am very excited for. Which, honestly, what? We just put one dense cable away from this, and then the rest of it is basically the P2P network going through these thin Fluix cables, so that's kind of nice. Could have been made with silicon rubber. Yeah, we'll go through and we'll see some of the other ones, see what's easier. I've got 1 HV distillery tower for distilled water, and that is definitely in a deficit, but I have, unless not distilled water, but whatever it is you're trying to make with it. But I have a buffer for now on a super tank. Well, that's good. Nitric acid from ammonia, use circa 21 recipes. I don't even know what's going on with that. You're talking about this. Sorry, I'm just trying to go through chat real quick since we're ending here. Distilled water was my downfall in star technology. I accidentally at one point drained my entire power grid to speed up production. Damn. Be careful with the distillery overclocks, though. They are not perfect and only give 2 to 4 times. Yeah, so I'm not going to overclock them. I'm going to see if I can upgrade the energy hatches, which I think they're both HV right now anyways, so yeah, we might not worry about it. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. If I have some time tomorrow, I'll post in the Discord once again once we go live. Anybody that's new, just chilling in the chat, if you wouldn't mind helping us reach the subscriber goal of 10,000, as well as so you don't miss out on future streams of any of the games that we play, I'd greatly appreciate it. Once again, though, we had 42 people peek in the stream, I think, today. Thank you very much for all the support. I greatly appreciate it. We'll see you all next time, very, very soon. Take care, everybody.